Yo guys, welcome back to the channel. I'm pretty sure Epic Games just completely ruined the season and we'll go over that right now. So I was editing this video and they just dropped a crazy change and they said big changes are buzzing in Battle Royale. The Queens vaulted their medallions after too many squashing shenanigans. So yes, every single medallion has now been vaulted. They also did the Lead Splitter 3000 was upgraded with reduced recoil for more consistency short and mid ranges. Okay, not too bad. Hungry Bugs have gobbled up the shockwave launchers, so those are also vaulted, while the OXR has an offensive exotic variant launcher en route by next week. So they're replacing with a new one. Climbing the OXR ranks to S+ in solos and duos just got quicker, not too bad. Rocket ammo, epic, and legendary items are more scarce, hoarded by some greedy bugs. Again, a terrible change. And FYI, ranked BR and ZB are now aligned with the tournament loot pool for more consistency between the competitive experiences. Again, probably not a good change. So I'm definitely curious to see what you guys think, but let's get back to our actual video. Hey guys, so welcome back to the channel. Lots of stuff to get to, so let's hop directly into it. So Epic Games is now giving out a free back bling to all players, and that is because us players have actually eliminated over 1 billion bugs in Fortnite Season 4. And again, because of this, they're actually giving out a free cosmetic, which is now revealed to be a free back bling. So we have no idea what this might look like. I would assume it's probably gonna be like a bug back bling. So very cool. On top of this, we finally got acknowledgement from One Punch Man and Fortnite. So just yesterday, a One Punch Man said, "Where is it?" And Epic Games responded with, well, an eye emoji. And today we got this in the background video. So they said, "Crap, I forgot to buy kombu soup stock," which is actually a One Punch Man reference. So if it's not released today, I'd be very surprised. And I say that because also I think it was Fall Guys is also releasing their One Punch Man collaboration to be announced today. And that actually features the exact same characters, Saitama or Satama. We have Genos and the other girl character, I forgot her name right now. But overall, yeah, the exact same thing. So I would actually expect the One Punch Man collaboration to be revealed at some point today, but on top of this, a lot of players are still kind of not hyping this up. So we have HypeX now saying, "Crazy how One Punch Man will probably get a simple teaser tweet a few hours before it drops, but the Cybertruck actually had a whole trailer. We will never understand why Fortnite puts more budget into some collabs teasers over other bigger collaborations." Yeah, I think it kind of boils down to just contractual, like what does this other company want to put into Fortnite? I'm pretty sure that things like Cybertruck or One Punch Man, you know, these companies would have to actually dump a ton of money into these promotions, and I guess some of them just don't want to do that. Obviously Tesla, Cybertruck, that's a huge company, actually the biggest company in the world pretty much, and that kind of makes sense. I mean, Elon Musk is the richest man in the world, so it would make sense that the budget is just through the roof compared to, like, you know, One Punch Man's franchise. But yeah, I would assume that's probably why. On top of this stuff, we just figured out that the trains are now coming back for this season. So Fortnite actually left this inside the files by complete accident, and it's actually an updated train route. It's also going to use the military sounds from Chapter 6 Season 2, so that's actually pretty interesting. But we could definitely note that, of course, the train will be right directly in the middle of the map. I kind of wonder why they never put the train around the perimeter as well. It would kind of be cool to see like another train or some sort of a, I don't know, rail system where it's on the outside of the map as well. I just freaking love the outside of the map. That's a spot that no one really goes. Everybody goes in the middle, which I get is why the train is there. It's the most popular area, the most dense. Everyone wants to fight there. But it would be very cool to have some mobility in the outside perimeter of the map. Maybe even like the ability to actually go in the water and just like drive a boat all the way around the island very easily, which I think you might be able to do that. I haven't even checked in a long time. I'm pretty sure our boat's even in the game. I don't think so. On top of this is going to be a massive week for Fortnite collaborations because we have the Gorillas Festival Season 10 in just a few more days. The Frontman collaboration from Squid Game is also dropping this week. And on top of that, Kai Cenat featuring a new Mercedes AMG vehicle and Peacemaker. And they also note from Sheena that there's actually one more surprise collaboration expected in this next update. This is going to be a massive season for content. And to kind of back this stuff up, there's a ton of pack files that are still not out yet. So we have pack 1000 through 1014. And I believe that 1010 is actually for One Punch Man. And to back this up even further, we're now expecting 2 live events during this season. So we have a concert event and a story event. Now I'll break this down in the next topic because before we get to that point, there's also a major announcement. So Sheena actually said Fortnite OG Nexus War is now expected to start on January 2027. So that's gonna be very cool. A lot of people speculate that considering that they're actually switching around some of the events in OG, like it's not like a 1-to-1 as the Cube soon, will actually return as a red version. But on top of the stuff, we kind of speculate that with a new release of the Fantastic Four and a better look at that Galactus, that this version of Galactus in January 2027 for Nexus War is going to be a lot more brutal. So if that's the case, that'll be very cool. Cannot wait to see it. Moving forward the video, in case you guys missed today's event, it's actually like an OG event which will feature low gravity for the entire match, and the Zabatron has now been unvaulted. So for those who've been wanting to try the Zabatron for several years, now is your chance. And to add to this stuff, Fortnite's Mobile Cup cosmetics also finally get announced today. So the Night Unit Marksman will be free to top performers. The Night Unit TAC X will be free for top performers. The Corvo Backbling will be free for weekly Mobile Cup users. The Corvus Claws, again, for the weekly Mobile Cups. First Response TAC Pack for 5 points on August 23rd, and the Gavel Banger emote for 20 points on August 23rd. Now, before we get to the concert stuff, let's break down a new mobility item. So here is the background video. That is going to be very cool. We originally thought that the Rolly bug was only going to be a bug inside the game, but it turns out it's actually a mobility item. So that's very cool, very useful. But honestly, do we need any more mobility? This freaking season is full of mobility in my personal opinion. There's also the upcoming goo thing, which will work exactly like mud, but it also puts an effect on the camera and a glowing effect on the player. It is meant to be purple, but has a green splash mesh in the files. There will be effects like mud or movement. It also appears to cancel fall damage, so this could be very useful to actually use. So now we get to the point where we can finally break down the upcoming concert. So do not forget that on August 26th through October 14th, we are now going to be seeing the Gorillaz as the next festival artist. Everyone thought it was going to be Olivia Rodrigo, and then it was going to be David Guetta, whatever else it may be, but it turns out it is now confirmed to be the Gorillaz thanks to an in-game leak. But on top of this stuff, we do kind of speculate now that this could actually be an upcoming concert over here at the Monolith. So do not forget, a few days ago, Lulu said Monolith leak. According to information I received a few weeks ago, this is for a concert, but do not worry, there should be a story event at the end of the season as well. Stay tuned for more information with Blordston. Now, so far, at the time of recording this video, Blordston did not release any new information besides what we see right here. But we can kind of, speculate that without a doubt, we are going to be seeing a Gorillaz concert over here. And that is because one of the music videos for the Gorillaz also features a monolith, and it's actually called Gorillaz Strange Themes feat. Robert Smith. So in that music video, it actually features a monolith, and honestly, I do feel like that is going to be the case. A lot of people pointed out that we could be seeing for Fortnite Bears as well, Michael Jackson. So Hypex said Fortnite Festival Season 11 drops around Halloween for the first time on October 14th, and people are speculating it could be Michael Jackson. It also makes the Gorillaz season only lasting 49 days. Obviously, again, since we're 49 days out and almost to a new season, I would definitely speculate that it's got to be for the Gorillaz. It's not going to be for Michael Jackson. It just makes no sense. It would make more sense for the Gorillaz. But obviously, there is still a storyline live event, so I guess it could also be for that. On top of this stuff, there's also a ton of new instruments that have now been revealed early. So with the new season launch, many instruments also got leaked out. Everything from microphones to guitars, bass drums, even entire sets, and some stuff for the UNSC Spartan extra cosmetics like drums. So I guess this could be for the next upcoming festival artist for the Gorillaz, or it could be for an upcoming different concert. But with that being said, my friends, that's all for today's Fortnite video. Without a doubt, a ton of content in this video. I'm definitely curious to see what you guys think about absolutely everything. And with that being said, hopefully later on today, we get a One Punch Man collaboration.